Hi, good morning everyone. Welcome to the new session of use of decimals in real life. You already study about decimals, how to add, subtract, multiply, divide decimal with each other. But now condition is that what is the use of decimals in real life? For example, in the market stalls, like price for this pen is 7.50, or food label, like if you are going to take the pizza and weight of the pizza is 18.4 grams, then you have to measure the length, distance, mass, weight, capacity. So all in when you are going to buy something, so there is a main role of decimals in our real life also. So there are two types of decimals in our real life. First is decimals in money. When you are going to give some money, so decimals is also used there. And second decimal is used in the measurement of length, breadth and height. So here in decimals in money, 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise. 1 paise is equal to 1/10th of a rupee. If you want to convert rupees into paise, if you have suppose rupees is given to you and you want to convert into paise, you directly multiply with the 100. But what you will do if you have to go with the reciprocal? You have paise is given and you have to convert into rupees. You just cross multiply this, like 1 paise is equal to 1/100 rupees, that is 0.01 rupees. Simple. Rupee is the bigger unit, paise is the smallest unit. When you move to the bigger to the small unit, you have to multiply. But when you move to the smaller to the bigger unit, opposite, then you have to divide. Only remember this simple concept. Like Sneha has 360 paise, suppose with her. Sneha has total 360 paise. She spent 2/3 of it. Express the balance. How much money was left with her? 2/3 of 360 give you 240 paise. If from 360 she spent 240 paise, so how much paise is left? 120. But now when I am going to convert paise into rupees, smaller unit is paise, bigger unit is rupees, then I have to divide by 100. That gives me 1.20 rupees, that is 1.20 rupees. 1.20 rupees. So what about decimal in measurement? That is also same thing. Kilometer, meter. You know 1 meter is equal to 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. Okay, when you convert bigger to smaller, like if you have to convert any kilometer in meter, simply you have to multiply by 1000. But what will happen if you go back to the kilometer, smaller to bigger unit? That means whatever amount you have to multiply, that should be divided. Suppose you want to convert 10 meter into kilometers, then 10 divided by 1000 kilometers. Okay, means when you move smaller to bigger, you have to divide, but when you move bigger to smaller, you have to multiply. So that is kilo, kilometer, kilogram, kiloliter, you have to multiply by 1000. Hectometer, hectogram, hectoliter, you have to multiply 100. Decameter, decagram, decaliter, you have to multiply by 10. But for the single unit, you have to count with 1, like standard unit, 1 meter, 1 gram, 1 liter. But decimeter means you have to convert to meter. You have to divide by 100, centimeter divide by 100, millimeter divide by 100, length, weight and capacity according to that. Simple way is that if you know the unit of bigger to lower conversion, so you have to multiply, but from lower to bigger you have to divide whatever values is there. If suppose 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, so what will be 1 centimeter? Simply 1 centimeter is equal to 1 divided by 100 meter. So you convert centimeter to meter, you have to divide, but when you convert meter to centimeter, you have to multiply. Okay, so I have some word problems in this. In this regards, if I have first problem is that a mill. This is question is that a milkman has 20 liter 800 milliliter milk. A milkman has 20 liter at 800 milliliter milk. He gives 7 liter 500 milliliter to the one customer and 4 liter 300 milliliter to another customer. He divided the milk into two different customers. How much milk is left with him? What you will do? First, you convert this into proper unit. 20 liter 100 milliliter. So 1 milliliter is equal to, I told you, when you move smaller to bigger one, you have to divide. 1 milliliter is equal to 1 by 1000 liter. So that means 20 liter 800 milliliter. Only you have to convert this into liters. So that gives you 20 plus 800 by 1000 liter. So when you divide, so that gives you 20.800 liters. So that gave me 20.800 liters. Similarly, 7 liter 500 milliliter. 7 liter 500 milliliter. So that also you divide 500 by 1000. 7 plus 500 by 1000 liter. So that gives me 7.500 liter. Similarly, here next was 4 liter 300 milliliter. 4 plus 300 by 1000 liter. That gives me 4.300 liter. So that total milk is given to the customer. So that was before quantity of milk before giving to the customer. You have to add this and subtract from this one. So total milk to customer, total milk to customer. So you have to add this 7.500 plus 4.300. That gives me 11.800 liter. Okay, next is we have to find how much milk is left. Milk left. So for finding the milk mass, you have to subtract 11.800 from the total milk. That was before distribution. So that gives me 9 liter. 9.00, and there is no value after decimal 0. There is no value of 0 after decimal, so only 9 liter milk is left with him. I have another question. Shalu paid rupees 88.20 for 23 similar pens and 18 similar files. The total cost of pen and file is 4.65. Find the cost of one pen. Actually, that is total paid. Shalu paid 88.20 for 23 pens and 18 similar files. When Shalu went to the market, she bought 23 pens and 18 files. She gave total money to the shopkeeper 88.20. Then total cost of pen and a file. Total cost means one pen and one file. Cost of one pen and one file combined 4.65 rupees. Now you have to find actually what is the cost of one pen among them. Now cost of 18 pen and 18 files. If I go with cost of combination of 18 pens, because 18 files he bought and 23 pens he bought, but we go with the similar quantity, then we can find together. If cost of one pen and one file is 4.65 together, then cost of 18 pens and 18 files together will be 18 multiplied by 4.65 rupees. That gives me, when you multiply, 83.7 rupees when you multiply this one. Okay, now in your question you have given, but total cost of 23 pens and 18 file is 88.20. Now cost of 23 pens and 18 files together. that is given in your question 88.20 rupees. Okay, so when you subtract, so how many pence are extra? 18 pen cost when included in that becomes 83.7, but how much extra pen is left? 5 pence. So that means 5 pen cost is, when you subtract 83 from 88.20, that gives you cost of 5 pence. Then cost of 5 pence is equal to 88.20 minus 83.7, that gives you rupees 4.5. Okay, now cost of 1 pen, that is the cost of 5 pence, but you have to find the cost of 1 pen. Cost of 1 pen, you have to divide 4.5 divided by 5, gives me 0.9 rupees. That means cost of 1 pen is 0.9 rupees. This way our decimal condition will work. Thank you. Have a nice day.